I just finished part four and part five, so basically I just finished the Worlds of Radiance, and man, does my head hurt. This book and book one kind of make my head hurt. If I'm being honest, I like them. I think they're very well written, but there's just so much going on. I don't remember what happened after I read it, so sometimes I have to look up the summaries to understand what I just read. It's like it's like a college textbook. So we leave off, starting part four off. Kaladin's in prison because Bitch King doesn't like someone who calls him out on his bullshit. Um, so luckily he doesn't really stay in there that long. Because Adolin's like, if you put him in prison, put me in prison. I really like the evolution of Kaladin and Adolin's relationship because they start out not really liking each other and they come to this like mutual respect towards the end. I I like that. I like when the good guys could overcome their differences and work together. Kaladin's, less he kind of trusts them more. Before he didn't because the light eyes, and we all know how Kaladin feels about those dang light eyes. Aelin's like, hey, you're cool. Take the shard plate, and Kaladin's like, eh, give it to Moash. So Sadius is mad because nobody likes him. So he tries to like assassinate everybody pretty much. He tries to blow up this bridge, and Shallan and Kaladin fall into this little void. But thankfully they have Stormlight, so they survive. I like this moment a lot because they get to connect. Shallan and Kaladin are very different types of people, and you know, they didn't really connect that much. Kaladin thought that, oh, she's just an upper class rich chick, so he doesn't really know what it's like to struggle. But of course, we find out through the novel, Shallan actually struggled a lot in her life. It shows that just because you're rich doesn't really mean you have a great home life. Her dad was abusive and like may or may not have killed her brother. Um, she thinks that he killed her dad, and it turns out she killed her dad because she forgot for some reason. It's a whole huge, messy story. Her dad is such an asshole. I hate her dad. Um, but it's kind of satisfying when she kills him in the end. But yeah, very traumatic stuff, and it makes me appreciate Shallan more as a character because in book one, I liked Shallan, but she was a little too snarky and full of herself. But in book two, you realize she actually has been through a lot and she's strong because of that. So, like Kaladin, I have come around and I am now a big Shallan fan. But I like just like I like Kaladin's relationship with Adolin, I really like Kaladin's relationship with Shallan. They have this bickering sibling type relationship, which I appreciate. Um, I don't know, they kind of just back and forth and bicker a lot, which I think is funny. Um, I'm really interested in seeing these guys communicate in book three a lot. So because Kaladin's gone through some conflicted feelings, he's lost contact with my girl Syl. He doesn't see her anymore. Um, Unfortunate. So he's kind of struggling mentally, as Kaladin does. I like how he's not just some stoic action hero, as we often do see in fantasy. He is in desperate need of a therapist. As with Shallan, as with Adolin, well, I don't know about Adolin, he's pretty confident. Dalinar definitely needs a therapist. That if this Vashal had a therapist, they'd be making bank. You know. So now that they got out of that hole they were in, they get back with Dalinar, and they're like, okay, we're gonna take on these Paulshendi. Shallan's like, oh, I know where they are, so they go. But because Shallan's able to use her light weaving and magic shit, I still don't understand how the magic works in these books. I'm sorry, guys. She's able to let them teleport the army to Uruthuru. Kind of defeated Bitch King Alcohol, a local, so he's kind of stabilized now. Might regain power. I don't really know. So the book mostly ends with the Worlds of Radiance being founded again, and Kaladin, Shallan, and Adolin are now the new Worlds of Radiance. So they're gonna defeat the Parshendi and bring balance to the world, just like the Avatar did. But first, they're gonna, split up for a while. Kaladin's gonna check on his parents, who I didn't really realize they were still alive, but I guess they are. Adolin kills Sadeas, which, like, thank God, Sadeas was kind of annoying anyway. Sazeth, like, gets into this fight, but then he doesn't die, and now he gets this new soul blade called Nightblood, so he's gonna keep going on his little quest. So many characters in this book, I forget what Sazeth was doing at the beginning of it. Like, this 1,500 page book, I know it's not that long, but it seems like it. I don't know. Maybe this book could have been trimmed down a little bit, because there's so much shit that happens. Um, Maybe they could simplify it for stupid people. Maybe I'm just dumb. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe I'm just dumb. Also, turns out that Yasna is still alive, which I kind of predicted. And I'm kind of glad because I like Yasna. She's meeting up with Hoyd now, slash Wit. Um, Hoyd's been in every single one of these books so far, not even just the Stormlight ones, but like the Mistborn ones. He was in Worldbreaker, he was in Elantris, so he's kind of a recurring character in these. So now she's working with Hoyd. Um, I knew she wasn't dead because like they didn't show a body, and in fantasy and sci-fi books like this, you don't believe somebody's dead until they actually show them be dead. Um, so welcome back, Yasna. Missed a lot, but at least you're back. Um, but yeah, like I was saying, there's so much stuff that happened in this book. It either could have been trimmed down, or like split up into different books, or just maybe made a little bit more clear what is going on. Because I'm not usually like this. I'm pretty good at paying attention to books, as seen on my channel. But with this, I'm just completely lost. I feel like I need like a college course to understand what's going on. And I'm in college, and I've already taken 15 credit hours. So maybe this wasn't the right time in my life to read this. I still enjoyed it. I really love Kaladin. I love Shallan. I love Dalinar. I love Adolin. Even if I don't really understand what is going on in any given scene. So yeah, let me know down in the comments what you guys thought of this, and I will talk to you guys next time. Also, by the way, I really love this cover. It is beautiful. Peace.